Hey everybody, we are here at day 2 of PRI 2023. We are actually in the Sadev booth, Sadev Racing Transmissions.
Yes.
We're here with Fuzzy. He is going to walk us through some of what Sadev has to offer, particularly for our folks who are interested in sort of the turbine transmission transitioning is hard to say.
Yeah.
Who are interested in more of a racing application, but also I don't know as much about your transmissions or your products. I'd love to learn a little bit more. And again, specifically for our folks who are really interested in the race element, would love to talk about that. So
Sadev is a 50-year family-owned company based in France. We make everything in-house. We start with raw material. We do the gears, the shafts, heat treat, shop peening, all of it in-house. One of the particular products that we've brought to the U.S. market is our SCL 924 transmission. This version right here is the one that I spoke about that can take the place of a Tremec Tremec T56 Magnum.
Great.
So this version of the transmission with this adapter plate and the transmission mount that's on it will be a direct replacement for a T56 Magnum.
Okay.
There's a lot of pro touring guys that are running the Tremec. It's a very popular transmission.
Yeah, absolutely.
As your horsepower goes up and as your road racing or your autocross needs go up, a sequential transmission is what kind of guys are starting to want to transition to.
Okay.
So that's why we came out with this version of the transmission. We also have a short version of this transmission that goes in a C5, C6 Corvette.
Okay.
Same thing, it's a direct replacement for the C5 and the C6 Corvette. You take out the manual transmission, put this transmission in, and you turn your Corvette into a sequential race car.
Excellent.
We have many different product lines. You know, front wheel drive, all wheel drive. A lot of people are familiar with Ken Block's Unicorn Mustang.
Yeah,
that's all our all-wheel drive system. So the front and the rear diff, the transmission, the transaxle, the transfer case is all the same. This is our new electric motor.
Okay. Nice.
Gearbox. So it's a gear reducer. Electric motor can go here. We have several adaptation kits for different electric motors. You've got a gear set here so that you can gear it for a high RPM, low RPM. We got an oil pump, limited slip differential. It's our newest product. When we come back here, we're kind of showing the internals of the SCL 924. So this is the same transmission I showed you down there. It just shows some of the gears here. Comes standard with an oil pump. There's some electronic features on this side for doing your shift cut. So with a sequential transmission, you can be full throttle on the gas, just pull back on the gear shift lever, and with this sensor and some other electronics, it'll cut the ignition enough so you can make a shift.
So it allows you to change gears.
Yeah, you can program the car down to do like a 50 millisecond shift.
Wow.
So it's a very quick shift.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, almost like an automatic transmission.
Yeah, it has straddles that line. Yeah, exactly. You get the actual power of your hands. And you had mentioned before that you work with Aaron Brown from the Garage Shop.
Yes.
He built a lot of race cars.
Yes, he's built a lot of race cars. I've known Aaron for a long time, and he's got a lot of neat projects coming out of the Garage Shop.
He certainly does.
Hopefully I can get him into one of these soon.
I was going to say, you'll have to let us know if you do. I would love to see him test it out. I'm sure he will test it to the limit of its abilities. So you had mentioned as well that this is something that could go in the C6 Corvette.
C5 or C6. Yes.
For like spec racing, for taking it to the next level, for really more road race. You had mentioned before that some rallies,
we have autocross guys that do autocross are switching to this.
Okay, interesting.
Because we can put a second and third gear of basically any ratio. So
that makes sense.
When you have an existing OEM transmission, there's only a couple ratio packages available.
Yeah.
With a racing transmission like ours, you can put the ratio you want in each gear.
Okay.
So that makes it more tunable for autocross. We have track day guys that run them in the Corvettes.
Okay.
We have hill climbs guys. We've done a transaxle for SCCA for the Spec Racer Ford car. There's quite a few of those cars in the country. I think there's like eight or 900 of those cars registered in the country. So quite a bit going on.
Excellent. So do you guys do direct distribution, or is it through another?
It's all direct distribution right now. Yes.
Excellent. Well, it's a pleasure to learn more about this.
Thanks for coming to our booth.
Yeah, we were happy to. I'm always excited to learn more about that. We have a racer who we just talked to today who we've had a long-time association with who races Corvette spec, and I think I would not be surprised if this was something that she was interested in.
Yeah.
So,
love to talk to him.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.